So today we're going to talk about my hair and how people reacted to my hair and, you know, just the social aspect of being a platinum blonde and also being an Asian American. I don't really want this to be like a super serious video. I just want to like talk about what I've experienced, just so, you know, if you're Asian as well and you're trying to go platinum blonde, then you'll know what will probably happen. I just want to start off this video by saying that I really love my hair, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters to me. So the first thing I'd like to address is that people tend to think that I'm an ABG, and if you don't know what an ABG is, it's an Asian baby girl. There are a lot of videos about ABGs on YouTube, so if you want to know what it is, like really, then just go look it up. One of the stereotypes about ABGs is that they wear false lashes and they do their makeup and they dye their hair. I don't really mind when people call me an ABG because, you know, ABGs are hot, dude. Like, why wouldn't you want to look like an ABG? But there is a certain stigma that comes with being an ABG, and that is that ABGs are like gangsters, or like they like to party all night long, and you know, they're slutty, you know, like there's just like a huge stigma around being an Asian baby girl. A lot of people who don't know me super well, they're always like, oh, you know, at first when I met you, I thought you were gonna be an ABG, like you party all night and like you do drugs and you drink a lot and you like flirt with a bunch of guys but you never settle down. I mean, I still get that comment, like regardless of my hair color. Like even when I had brown hair, I got that comment a lot, but especially when I'm blonde, people would always be like, oh, you look like an ABG, or like you're an ABG. And no, I don't party at all or do any drugs or even drink alcohol. And I'm in a very committed relationship with my boyfriend of 3 years. So I mean, I just don't appreciate it when people are like reducing me to that stereotype of an ABG just because of the way I look. So my entire family hated my hair, basically. I think to them, as traditional Chinese people, as very traditional Chinese people, having bleached hair means that, you know, you're a gangster, you're a bad kid, and you're just not like a proper child, right? So I brought dishonor on my whole family, basically. And I honestly, I didn't really expect them to react any other way. I knew they were gonna hate it. They're very, very traditional. I was really nervous when I had to go home and then my family would see my hair for the first time. And you know, my mom, I was like, my heart was pounding when my mom was picking me up from the airport. And she said that I looked old, and she said that it doesn't look good, my hair's really damaged, you know, like I'm gonna get brain cancer from the bleach. I don't even know if that's like scientifically backed. Then my dad said I looked old, you know, and then I saw my grandma the next day and then she laughed in my face and she hated it too. And then I went to my other grandma's house. Yeah, my grandma got really mad at me and she felt really upset. She thought that me dyeing my hair meant that I wouldn't be able to get a job, and like when I go out in society, you know, people will judge me and like just assume that I'm a gangster and like a bad person. So she was really upset with me that I had done this to myself. She was just like worried about how I let down my parents, like how they worked so hard for me, and like I went and did this to myself and then now I can't even get a job, and you know, I'm just like disappointing my parents. It's just all that stuff. It's not even about the hair anymore. I think it's about like what the hair implies and like what it makes people think about me. So of course, because my family is very traditional, I expected them to think this way. But that doesn't mean that I expect everyone I encounter in my life to feel the same way as them. Because, you know, not everyone's like traditional as them. Ever since freshman year of college 3 years ago, I knew I wanted to be platinum blonde. So if you've seen my video where I dye my hair blonde, I mentioned that I'm not a very risky person, and I always have like reasons to not do something. So I never knew that I was gonna be platinum blonde for sure, but I know that I always wanted to be. I never knew that it was for sure in my future though, because there's always a reason not to do it. Like, I'm worried about my family, I'm worried about getting a job, you know, I'm like worried about frying all my hair off, and I'm worried about the money. Even though there were so many reasons to not do it, there was just that one reason to do it, which was that I wanted to. And I'm so glad I did. Honestly, I'm so happy with it and I feel really good in it. And you know, I was really bored of my my dark hair, and like looking back at pictures of my dark hair now, it kind of looks weird because I'm so used to this now, and I don't know, I love it so much. I've gotten so many lovely comments from people who watch my videos, and it just makes me so happy because, you know, I'm glad that like other people like it too. And also there's this notion that when Asian girls go blonde, they are trying to be white. Like a lot of people think that, including my dad. Like he kept saying like, you're Asian, you're not white. And my grandma said that to me too, like, stop trying to be white. And honestly, that's not even what I'm trying to do. Like, I think Asian girls, especially nowadays, are not going blonde to look like white girls, but are going blonde to look like other Asian girls. For me, it was Constance Wu when she went blonde. Even though it wasn't like this, I was like, oh my god, that looks good. And then also Tiffany Young totally blonde. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I was like, now I have to do it. I knew I always wanted to do it, but seeing those women actually go for it made me want to go for it. And honestly, I'm so glad I did. I'm super proud to be an Asian American, and like, I don't want to change my race at all. Like, this isn't what the hair is about. There are so many Asian girls nowadays who are going blonde, so I don't think blonde means white automatically anymore, you know? While I do enjoy it when people notice my hair, I also want people to be able to see past the hair and actually get to know me as a person before they judge who I am, you know? And I also hope that I get employed. And ever since I went blonde, there were some comments that I got. Someone actually told me that I've transcended far past ABG level and that I should come back a little. Verbatim. First of all, come back from where? I didn't go anywhere. The only thing that has changed about me is the color of my hair. Like, it just annoys me so much when people just make snap judgments about like what kind of person I've become. Especially since I wasn't really into the whole makeup fashion world in high school, and you know, I was basically a nerd. So it's very easy for people to misconstrue this glow up as something else, as me becoming just like a party girl and like just drinking all the time, smoking all the time, you know, partying all the time. And like, it's a baseless accusation. Like, there's literally nothing that I've done to make people assume that about me besides change my hair color. Yeah, you're blonde and you wear a lot of makeup, so therefore you're this type of person. In the end, I like my hair, and a lot of people like my hair, and some people don't like my hair, and I think that's fine. And that is the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!